What's up guys, it's me Jeremy, and today I'm going to talk about a hugely requested topic, which is how to close out a game. In general, what it takes to capitalize on your lead is to take major objectives and win teamfights, without giving your opponents a chance to catch up. Let's take a look at some things you can do to execute that effectively. First is that it's important to stay grouped when you're trying to accomplish something. Trying to pick off a target is a great way to give you free reign of the entire map. This can simply just be done by wandering as 5 people with oracles through the enemy jungle and hoping to find someone overextended. Be sure to ward up the entrance and use that oracles to the best of its ability. Oracles is an incredibly strong item while ahead, so be sure to pick one up. Another thing you can do is push for towers. Having a huge amount of towers over your opponent will allow you to control the map extremely effectively, and either get a pick on someone, start an ideal fight, or simply just siege down other towers or split push. Make sure to keep your lanes pushed out. That way, if your opponents catch out one of you, they don't really get anything from it. But if you can catch out an opponent, you can take multiple objectives. Try to make almost every single kill result in a tower if possible. Once you take an inhibitor, it's almost impossible to come back because of the map control that pushing the lanes gives. So be sure to capitalize immensely on any one fights, because you're already ahead anyways. Sieging is an extremely effective tactic to use, as your opponents will be afraid of a fight. If a siege doesn't work, you can split push one lane while the other 4 people go to a different lane while they stall and wait out and try to avoid a fight while the other teammate split pushes. Be sure to send someone who is a strong duelist to push by themselves. That way they can fight whoever comes to stop them, meaning that your opponents will be forced to send 2 people or just let that person push for free. Also, you need to remember that your opponent is the one that's behind, and they'll be trying to catch up. That means they'll likely try to pick off a target, so it's crucial to remain grouped up unless you are sure no one is near and nothing is going to happen, or you're split pushing or something like that. You should only be on your own if you have a legitimate strategy for it. If you can manage to ward up and control the map enough though, tracking your opponents becomes extremely beneficial, and this leads me to my main strategy for closing out games, and that is baiting and counter ganking. Your opponents are behind already. That's just how it is when you're trying to close out a game. The best and safest way, as far as I can tell, is to bait out fights or counter gank your opponents. Have one person overextend on purpose, then kite back and obliterate the enemy team while your whole team shows up. Or catch someone out in the jungle, but instead of capitalizing on the opportunity in the jungle, wait until they gank the person that you have pushing bot lane, and then you can get more than just one kill off of it. Remember that tower diving, although it can be effective, is fairly risky, so be sure to know your limits and control tower aggro properly so that no one dies to it. If you're ahead and you manage to kill 2 people while your lanes are pushed, it should mean that you take an inhibitor or even the enemy nexus, which is why counter ganking or baiting a fight by denying vision and presenting a seemingly weak target works so well, because it often results in more than one kill, which can lead to major objectives. In general, you want to find a way to take objectives safely while not getting caught out to give your opponents a chance to catch up. Try to keep all of your lanes pushed so you can siege or split push. Oracles is an incredibly strong item to pick up and will help you greatly when you try to bait and counter gank your opponents. Try to predict what your opponents will try to do to catch up, and don't let that happen. Keep applying pressure and your opponents should collapse under you. So that's it for my video on closing out games. I'd love it if you could support me with a like or some feedback in the comments, and if you have any questions you can join me on the North American chat room Gaming Curios, which I'm always in when I go online. Please subscribe for more awesome content in the future if you enjoyed this video, and I would love it if you could follow me on Facebook or Twitter, of which I will have links in the description. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.